This is 1265 Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. On the return, it's Williams. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On play action, Love. Moving to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the count.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on second down, Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Oh, the ball is out. The bootleg, here's Tua. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
10 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the
There's no more
47-yard
efficient
line.
play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's second down and 7. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. And here's Bijan. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now it's Tua. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Third down, they need 5. Throwing is Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. It's always a little bit of a letdown, man. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Williams now to return. brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense going to take over now for the second time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Christian Harris on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The man in motion is Watson. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw is Love. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
For the Packer field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Devin Tompkins on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's 2. The man left side, that's Zacchaeus. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Throwing again, it's Tua. To the outside. Catch made by London. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Atlanta.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Look like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Matthew Bergeron, fellow Syracuse alum. Guilty that time. Again, it's Tua. This one is caught right side by Zacchaeus. And he's into the end zone. Olamide Zacchaeus. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love quickly out to Watson. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
That is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tua. Quick slant into the hands of Zacchaeus. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
London brought in motion. Throwing on third down, Tungo Valoa. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Love. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Love. A quick slap. Worked in by Watson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Love Work in the middle. That's Kraft. He's got it. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
47-yard line.
Second and a yard. To throw is Love. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
A play fake. Now 2 to the throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He'll get about 2. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
Cooper on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Tungo Vailoa. The ball comes out. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's what Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35. This a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in a 10-point hold. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. In motion, Reed. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st and 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Falcons' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Love. That one complete to Watson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Jacobs. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Escaping to his left. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to get back to a 1-possession game.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun, here's Tua. That one taken in by London. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Here's 2. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
On the play. And it brings up third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now it's Tua. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Packers 6.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. There's Kraft, the tight end. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Talk things over before third down. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 28.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
The Falcons send their punching unit out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. So now, Jordan Love and the Packers down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night. Now they need to find 2 scores to pull this out. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here comes second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will cut the deficit to 7. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, Lambeau Field.